Property owners are assessing the damage tonight after severe storms blew through our area earlier this evening.
That's right. Right behind us is a time lapse of South Bend's skyline as the storms came in. Take a look at this video. You can see the rain and wind just rock our camera. Here's another look at the rain from a sky cam over St. Joseph, and you can see the storm clouds roll in off the lake. We'll get that video for you. The wind associated with these clouds left damage in its wake. And we also have pictures and video from the ground that many of our viewers have sent us through Facebook. Check out what viewer Ashton Wood sent us from St. Joseph County west of Wakarusa and how he assessed the situation.
I think a tornado went through my neighbor's house. Holy cow. His trees are obliterated. His grain bins blew over.
The video shows a barn destroyed, and a little bit later on, the cornfield has a path of flattened corn, a good indication that a tornado might have passed through, but a definitive assessment will have to wait until the National Weather Service can check out the area in person. One of the hardest hit areas was Wakarusa, where the Madison Township Fire Department had all of its crews out helping with the cleanup. WSBT 22's Max Lewis is live just west of Wakarusa. Max, several homes in that area had severe wind damage.
Yeah, they sure did. Todd. But I really want to show you right now this corn here, sort of similar to what that video that you guys were referencing. This corn right here, well, I'm holding that up because all of it is completely flattened. I want to show you just a little bit of all this corn that was completely flattened by whatever came through here. Strong winds, tornado. Again, we don't know. The National Weather Service is going to have to assess that damage. It almost looks, I was telling someone earlier, it looks like someone just dropped a boulder down into the middle of this cornfield and it rolled and knocked all of this down. Now, bear with me real quick. I want to just take you across the street because whatever wind came right over here to this family farm and did quite a bit of damage as well. You can sort of just see some trees here right now. This is the Lehman family farm. You can see all these tree branches that came down. They have about 6 in their yard. And let me just come a little bit over here as well. I don't know how easy it's going to be to see just because it is so dark, but just back there, they lost 3 of these like grain silos that you can see here. They lost 3 of them. And then if we can just walk a little bit over here, Jacob, my photographer, bear with me, right over here. This is a whole bunch of farm equipment. You can probably even see that tractor right there and all this stuff. That used to be encapsulated into a barn. Well, that is now gone as well. So quite a bit of damage for them to pick up. I want to show you some video that we actually shot earlier today. The family had several friends and neighbors come and try and clean up what they could. Again, they have no power at this point. They also had the chimney knocked off the roof, and one of those trees actually fell on a family car there. And here's how the homeowner described what happened when this storm or whatever it was came through.
I'm looking out the window with my boys, and there's this huge gust of wind. I'm like, we have to get out of here now. I grabbed them both by the arms and just ran into the other room and just ducked for cover. My husband had just gotten in the garage with the mower. And he was trying to close the garage door, and a tree came down, another tree came down, and a tree came down in the back door, so he couldn't even get out. We're on the phone with each other screaming that there's the barn that's down, there's 3 bins that are down, there's crap that's gone. I mean, just everything's gone.
The Layman's did get the brunt of it. Their block here, though, did get hit pretty hard just down the street. Several of their neighbors had a big, strong winds come through there as well. Several people lost a lot of old, healthy trees. One guy told me they'd been there since the 1950s, and also quite a few large patches of shingles.
We were drinking our coffee, and all of a sudden it started raining and blowing, and it blew through here like a freight train, and by the time we got in the house, it was over.
And there were tornado warnings for this area at some point during the night, but again, nothing's confirmed at this point. And Matt, we have learned that the National Weather Service is going to be out here surveying the damage, and they can officially confirm whether or not it was a tornado here or just some really, really powerful winds.
Exactly. It really doesn't matter, right? A tornado's twisting wind, straight line is the same thing, just doesn't twist. But the National